my internet family, welcome back to Vlogmas. This is day 9 and today, instead of a follow me around vlog, I'm going to do like a skincare and makeup kind of video because a lot of you keep requesting that and you liked the fact that I threw in a random Q&A there the other day. It's super early, okay, and at the end of the video we will do the advent calendar and I have a little skincare giveaway as well, so make sure you stick around to the end and let me know if you like this kind of setup. It's just very temporary and makeshift. Okay, so I'm going to kind of just skim through what I'm using mostly at the moment. I like to switch up products depending on how my skin is doing on the day. So my skin is doing quite well this week. I don't have my PMS anymore, and yeah, so we're back on track. If my skin is dry in the morning, I will use a balm cleanser. So I will use something like the Zelens Pure Z balm cleanser or something like that. If it's quite oily, I will either just use a bit of micellar water on a cotton pad and brush it over my face, especially if I'm not going to be wearing makeup. I will do that on like a makeup free day. Or I will use, this one is a purifying foaming gel for oily or sensitive skin by Roche Posay, and I only got this about 2 weeks ago and I quite like that. It's very, very kind of, you know, neutral. No strong scent. Smells very soapy actually. Maybe once a week I might exfoliate in the morning, so I'll use either the vitamin E Microdermabrasion stuff from the Body Shop, which is meant to be Microdermabrasion at home, which is great, or I will use my Soniclear facial cleansing brush. I usually use this about twice a week. I used to use it like every day or twice a day when my acne was really bad, with the acne face wash I used to use that I shared in an old video. Don't need it too often anymore, but this is just great for skin texture in general and preventing wrinkles and things. For toner, I still use this, the Roche Posay Serozinc Zinc toner, and I had this in a favorites video. All you do is like spray it all over your face. It's super quick. Eye cream for day and night, I love the Clinique All About Eyes eye cream. It's this teeny little pot, helps with puffiness and really moisturizes the whole eye area, which is super important. Okay, for my moisturizer, so I have 2 here. These are probably the 2 I've been using the most. So if I want something with a gel-like texture, I like the Body Shop Vitamin C Glow Boosting Moisturizer, mostly when I'm not wearing makeup, and then when I am wearing makeup, I love this under makeup. I don't know why, and it's quite thick and it has SPF in it as well, which is important in the winter because even though it's not sunny, the rays are still coming through. This is the $1 Million Moisturiser from LUSH, and oh, I love the smell of this so much. This one is a bit pricey. It's one of their most expensive products, but the ingredients are just to die for, and there's lots of honey and stuff in it, so I love this. When I remove my makeup at night, I always use a cleansing balm or something like that. I used to always use the Clinique Take the Day Off balm or the Emma Hardy one, but recently I've been really liking, as I said in my favorites, the Earl Cleanse Polish with a muslin cloth. It's so good. Again, I don't really like the smell of it or anything like that, but the effect on my skin is great. It leaves my skin feeling really clear and soft and clean. Other than all the LUSH face masks, which like I own every single one, some face masks I've had on the go that I'll use once or twice a week is always this in winter, the Glam Glow Thirsty Mud Hydrating one, because there's shit tons of hyaluronic acid in it and it's really moisturizing. For spots, I've been liking the Body Shop Tea Tree Green Face Mask, which is my Wicked face mask. So, you know the character of Wicked, the green girl. I like to sing Wicked when I wear it. And I like this one as well, the No Clogs Allowed one by Soap & Glory, and this is available in pharmacies and it heats up and it's great. Then for what I put onto my face at night time, which, you know, helps with my skin pigmentation, with dryness, with spots, with everything like that, I have a couple of different things here. So I always go back to my Clarigen if my skin breaks out. And usually right now it only really breaks out along there if I get super stressed or if I have a lot of dairy, which is to be expected. You don't have to use Clarigen all the time once your acne's gone, which is so cool, but yeah, this treatment always kind of sorts it out the quickest and out of all the treatments I've tried. And then for the actual marks, like the pigmentation marks, I ditched the Creme de la Mer serum that was really expensive because it's a bit shite, to be honest. I just don't like it, and the whatever was in it was kind of reacting not so well with my skin. it was such a rip-off. Oh, I did hear that about creme de la mer after buying it. A few people said to me like, no. Anyway, I've gone back to my Effaclar Duo, as I told you guys in the vlog the other day. This is their corrective unclogging care, and the thing with this does help acne as well as the pigmentation, right? But usually when you start using this, it will get a little bit worse before it gets better. And everyone says that who uses this, because it does kind of like unclog the skin. But this is so effective, and I've gone through a few tubes of this over the past 2 years and ended up going back to it. Serum wise, for moisture at nighttime, two favorites are the Aqualia Thermal Serum from Vichy, and this is probably my 6th, 7th, 8th bottle. You'll know that if you followed me for a long time on YouTube. It's amazing. Smell is amazing, results are amazing because it really plumps your face overnight, and I really like that. Quite affordable. And a more expensive version is the Clinique Smart Custom Repair Serum, and I don't use this every night. Like, I'll probably use this once or twice a week because it's quite expensive, so usually I use this one. And then when I've got my makeup on, if I want to refresh and rehydrate during the day, because my skin does get quite dry in the winter time, I will use some of my Body Shop Vitamin E face mist, and this is just glorious. You can even use this if you want to skip the moisturizing step if you've got quite oily skin. It's beautiful, so beautiful, and it's a great thing to use to set your makeup with as well. For my lips, I'm loving this Carmex one with the cherries on it, the cherry flavor? Scented Carmex to moisturize my lips. I've been biting my lips a lot recently, and I need to stop that because it leaves little marks in your lips, and that's not sexy. Okay, cookie. To start off my makeup, I'm going in firstly with my Collection concealer, my trusty Collection concealer in Fair No. 1, but the packaging is rubbed off. Typical. It's the shiest packaging I've ever found in a makeup product. Like, I just don't, I have my mirror here in case you're wondering what I'm doing, but I just don't get why they can't like make the packaging better, because it's such a popular product. So I'm kind of doing like triangles under my eyes here, not going too close up to my eyes because then it just gets a bit creasy if I tend to do that, and then taking whatever's left on the thing and just rolling it down the center of my face. And then I have a damp Real Techniques sponge, and I'd just be lost without a sponge nowadays. It just gives the most like uncakey look to your makeup ever. The Beauty Blender I've still not tried, and everyone tells me that the Beauty Blender is absolutely fantastic. You can just use your fingers for this step, but I just kind of feel like using this with concealer and foundation, and also like bronzer, cream bronzer, things like that, cream blush, cream highlight, it just gives this really flawless look that kind of stays in place all day long and stays put. I'll take the excess and bring that around my nose, and then use that with the sponge as well. I'm just adding on that concealer first. Highlights your face a little bit, lightens it up, and gets rid of any like under eye bags and makes you look more awake. So if you're, you know, even if you're in school or whatever, you can totally get away with using a little bit of concealer like that, once it's blended out well, or going to work, and it just kind of makes you feel better. Often in the winter for my foundation, I go back to Derma Blend by Vichy, this or the Estee Lauder Double Wear, because they're both really like high coverage and they stay in place all day. So I have got a fair bit of pigmentation still on the cheeks. I'm going to use my sponge to apply this as well, so literally just dipping it, why can't I talk, dipping it into the foundation, and then I'm going to just bounce that all over my skin and then blend it out with the other side of the sponge. The great thing about this sponge as well is it has a pointy end, so you can kind of just get a bit of the product on and kind of almost like spot conceal with it, which is fab. But yeah, this foundation covers everything. I love it. And it's weird because like I will go to the shops with no makeup on. I'll go outside without makeup on fairly often actually. I've even run into subscribers like with my hair all up in a bun and, you know, no makeup on, and I feel really comfortable in my skin now. I feel like you kind of have to feel good in yourself to get the best out of makeup. Like, I don't like using makeup as a mask. I just like seeing what I look like with clear skin, and I like seeing what I look like with my face painted up, you know, my eyes done and all that kind of thing. It's different. It's just a different expression of who you are, and it's fun. Makeup is fun. don't rely on it, ladies. I feel like foundation application is very different for those of us who have quite damaged skin, because oftentimes, like, some people who have like really clear skin and stuff, they'll say things to me about how I put on my makeup and this and the other. Like, you find the way that works for you, right? And the way that makes you feel the best, and the way you find the easiest and stuff like that. And this is just the way I like to do it, and I could never really do my makeup the same way a lot of my friends do, because my skin type is different. Like, I have scars there that won't go away unless I literally get like a couple of €1,000 worth of treatments, which I'm just not willing to do right now. I do want to do them and test it out and see if the scar treatments actually make that much of a difference, so I can show you guys, and it might kind of help you to decide whether or not you want to do it. So like, let me know if you would really like to see that, because I would be willing to like get it done if enough of you wanted to see. So I'm just bouncing that over my eyelids because I'm in a bit of a rush, and that'll stop me having to use my eyelid primer, which is the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. But a little bit of this is going to be fine. So now to set my makeup, I'm going to use a bit of powder, and then during the day I'll use that vitamin E spray. I'm using the Bare Minerals powder and one of the Real Techniques brushes to just lightly dust this onto my T-zone and then the excess around the rest of my face. I actually love Bare Minerals, guys. They have some like really great products. Like, their foundations and stuff are wonderful, especially if you like a really natural base. Because you can build it up even over acne prone or scarred skin, and it's amazing for any other skin type. And voila, base done. So I'm going to just warm up my complexion now with a little bit of bronzer and a little bit of blush on to the apples of my cheeks. I'm very much enjoying using this as a bronzer. I think it's actually a blush. It's from MAC. It's Harmony in matte, and it's like this really cool toned matte brown, which is kind of perfect for me for like a contour shade, or like a slight subtle bronzy look to my face. In winter I tend not to use too much of this though at all. So I'm packing that onto a Real Techniques brush, and then I'm going to kind of chisel at my cheekbones a bit and then blend. Blendy blend mofos. You see there? That's my cheekbone right there. Pop out, missus. Come on, pop out, little cheekbone. You know you want to see the light of day. The great thing about doing this as well is kind of, for me anyway, this hides a lot of my my scars. Like, the darkness kind of like makes them almost just disappear and vanish. Some along here to just hide the hint of double chinage that we got going on. I'm blending using a 300 brush by Real Techniques. Using that same brush, I'm going to add on some of the NYX, what is this actually called? The Baked Blush Illuminator and Bronzer in Solstice. But this gives just a real healthy glow, and that's usually what I like at this time of year. Anything like this, or even something like NARS Orgasm. So I'm popping that onto my cheek there, and then where's my little spongy sponge gone? Then I'm using the sponge to just blend it out. I love this colour of blush, it's so gorgeous.
Dad! What time is it now?
So then I used this actually in my video the other day. It's the Smashbox LA Lights Blendable Lip and Cheek Colour in Hollywood, and this is a cream highlighter. So I'm taking this onto my two fingers, and then I'm going to pop some along the tops of both my cheeks and blend that out, because it gives this beautiful highlighted look to your face. It just makes you look a lot more healthy after putting on that makeup. So can you see where I'm putting it? Just pretty much up there on the top of my cheek, and it gives a kind of ever so slightly wet look to the top of your cheek. Oh, it's so pretty, I love it. And I love the coloured versions of this as well. Like, I have the one in Silver Lake Sunset, and I think I showed that in a vlog as well this week. I love these. They're so easy to use. Yeah, I'm gonna do something a little bit weird now, but I like how it looks. I'm gonna use the Pumpkin lip liner by NYX, which is quite orangey. Then I'm going to use the MAC Ruby Roo, which is like one of my favorite really intense reds. So good for pale girls like me, and so good for Christmas time. And what I will say is, always make sure that you have thoroughly moisturized your lips before applying a matte lipstick from MAC, because We all know how drying these little shits can be, but they're so good and they look so good in photos as well. So what I'll do is add from the bullet there, and then I'll take my ring finger and just blend that out. Then onto my eyes, I'm using one of my favourite new makeup products, and this is pretty much basically like all the Naked palettes combined into one. It's the new Gwen Stefani one from Urban Decay. I'm not too sure how well you can see those there, but like this has everything in it. It has beautiful mattes, beautiful shimmers. It has colours that, like say like this one, pop, you need to apply wet to get the best effect so it's not crumbling onto your face. These colours are just so well suited to pale people like me. So yeah, I'm just going to pop on a few of these super quick. Not going to do anything crazy fancy, but this is how I actually do my makeup, which is why I wanted to share with you. I still haven't done eyebrows. We're going to do eyebrows in a minute. Actually, will we do eyebrows first? We'll do eyebrows first. I'm just going to fill them in using the NYX eyebrow duo thingy. This just basically has the powder and then the gel, and it's a really cheap one. And it has like a little angled brush in there, because I'm not going to go looking for my angled brush because I'm too damn lazy. I actually prefer filling my eyebrows in with a pencil, but my Soap and Glory Brow Archery one is all used up and I need to get a new one so much. Actually, I might do that today because I'm going to be in town doing a little bit of shopping during my meetings. Brow number 1 done. I'm going to set them with a brow gel called Brow This Way by Rimmel, just to add a little bit of texture and to make them sit in place. So from the palette, I'm going to take the shade Blonde and add that under my brow bones and on my inner corner to highlight. Then on my ring finger, I'm taking the shade Steady, which is this gorgeous kind of coppery, rose goldy sort of shimmery shade. It's beautiful. Oh, I'm just popping that onto the lids, and then I'm going to blend it out before I add in like a kind of a creasy transition colour. Taking another kind of Real Techniques brush and just blending out the edges of that into my crease, my crease, because I have hooded eyes. I'm using this gorgeous shade called Anaheim in my crease. It's a total cool matte brown and it's gorgeous. It's just perfect for kind of carving out this area and adding a bit of dimension to your eyes. I'm taking a little bit of that under the lower lash line as well and just blending it out. To deepen out the outer third of each eye, I'm taking this gorgeous shade called Punk, and it's like a plum, but it's almost like, it's like a neutral. It's not like plum, you know what I mean? It's, love it, and it's totally matte as well. So just on the outer third of my eye, I'm going to pop on some of that there and then blend it out with the finger, because that's just what I do, and that's my middle finger, so F you! So then I'm getting a little bit of water onto my finger from my glass of water, and I'm taking some of this pop shade here onto the center of my eyelids just to make my eyes pop. Colour is like a weird mixture between gold and silver. It's so weird, I love it. And then I'm not doing any liquid liner because I have a red lip on. You can if you want, but I'm just choosing not to. I'm going to use the Bobbi Brown Smoke eyeliner just on my top waterline to make my lashes look a bit thicker once I've applied my mascara. Also using this on just the outer third of my eye and then stopping. Not all the way along the waterline, just the outside. I find that kind of widens out the look of my eyes a bit. And then I'm using my Charlotte Tilbury Full Fat Lashes. I've rediscovered this recently and I love it. I also love Roller Lash by Benefit, but this was just kind of sitting in my drawer and I decided to whip it out again, and I remembered why I love it. It makes my lashes just look really thick and long and full and fluttery and beautiful. And that's me done. So now I really have to leave because I'm running a bit late, but let me know what you think of this. I'm just going to apply a little bit of my spray. Oh yes, and I love the smell of this. Yes. But yeah, I feel like this is very wearable for every day, not too kind of crazy and party-ish. But yeah, thumbs up if you enjoy this, and roll on the advent calendar and the giveaway. Bye guys, see you tomorrow. So day number 9 is right here. Number 9 is the 9th giveaway. Oh my god, we're flying through this advent calendar, it's crazy. Here we have the Elderflower Unperfumed Eye Gel. So the info on how you can win this and some chocolate and a handwritten card is in the description box. And also I'm giving away this Vichy skincare gift set, and it has some of the Aqualia Thermal products in there that I love, and a thermal spray which you can like spray your face with, like that vitamin E one I showed you use. And then this is a one-step cleansing micellar water, like the Bioderma I showed you guys. So, and it has a little bow. Details on how you can win this will also be in the description box, so make sure you enter that, and I'll see you in my next video.